Welcome everyone back to your top 20 Naruto fights, part one, not including Shippuden. And today, sitting at number 10, it has to be Neji versus Hinata from the Chunin exams. Now let's just get deep started into this. So first off, Neji versus Hinata, epic. I think it was a very underrated fight throughout the entire Chunin exams. One of those underrated fights. If you see if you go through the list, you will realize that there's a lot of underrated fights. There's some fights that a lot of people wouldn't give the time of day to. Sakura versus Ino is somebody you don't give time to, quite honestly, because it wasn't that crazy, nothing crazy. Shino versus Kankuro, underrated fight that we wish we could have saw more deep in detail with. And then Shikamaru versus Tamari, I think that fight it ended exactly how it's supposed to be because you had two geniuses pretty much going at it in a battle, knowing each other, no, showcasing what happens if they have time. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of time against the other person, and we got to see that fully involved. In this fight had to do with a genius like Neji versus someone that's quiet throughout the entire show. That had to be Hinata. So this is also the first time we got to see what is known as the Byakugan, which is I guess you can call it the second strongest eyes in the entire Naruto universe. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of details about that. So basically, the Byakugan is supposed to see the flow of chakra, right? Whenever they activate it, they can see the flow of chakra. They can see chakra points within people, which they allow them with their techniques. They're allowed to shut down the chakra system. And that chakra system to the Naruto verse is very important because that's how they're able to do ninjutsus, genjutsus, taijutsu. That helps them fight. Now, if somebody can look at those points and turn them off, pretty much they'll be useless in a fight, and that's exactly what the Byakugan do. So the Hyuga clan in general, that's what they can do. Of course, got to train with the eyes, you got to learn all this stuff about them and all that good stuff. But eventually, when you come to a genius like Neji, who's done that and he continues to get better and better, it showcases how much of a dangerous fighter he is. That's the reason why in the tuning exams, Neji was part of that top three with Sasuke and Gaara to be a threat into winning the entire tuning exams arc, right? And then you have someone like Hinata. So she has the potential, right? She has the potential to do everything that Neji can pretty much do. But you can tell by her as a character and going forward throughout the series and even including Shippuden, you can even say even through Boruto, right? She that's not her forte. Her forte was never to be a real life ninja, right? During this time period in the Naruto universe, they were setting up all these ninjas to be pretty much the next generation, the next upcoming fighters for the village and stuff. Because there's no peace. There's no peace in the war. It's still fights and stuff going everywhere. So a character like Hinata, she's showcased that she's not all about being a ninja and fighting all the time. She's mostly made to be a housewife. Let's be honest here. She doesn't want to do all that extra stuff. She'll do it because it's part of her clan, but she had a choice. She wouldn't have been a ninja. She would have just been fine being a regular housewife or so, having kids and taking care of the house. Basically, that's what she wanted to do. So that's in the future. So if you fast forward, so if we rewind back to here in this matchup against Neji, you had Hinata, who we all know wasn't really on top of anything. Quite honestly, she was decent. She was like, we was like, we ain't gonna expect too much versus somebody like Neji, and we all heard about Neji and his stories, and like, oh yeah, that man, he's a genius fighter and stuff. Rock Lee helped build up Neji as that guy that he fought against multiple times. So it was awesome that in this fight, Neji's like, just quit. It's okay. You should just quit. You can walk away, and that's fine because you're not gonna beat me. And she's like, you know what? If I do that, then I'm never gonna get stronger. I'm not gonna be able to become a better ninja. I'm not gonna be anything. I'm just gonna be useless. And I'm not. That's not me. I'm not Sakura Part One. I am Hinata. So she's like, put your deuce up, and she's ready to fight. So they go back and forth, and it's excellent. I love it because it's hand to hand combat, but it's so intense because one strike can shut down their system. And I love the way that whenever she did touch Neji, he do like, ooh, wait a second, hold up. And it's awesome. Like they showcase she can hang in there, but eventually Neji overcame her. not only did he overcame her, he dominated her. He beat her, and then he was going to kill her. That was definitely gonna happen. He was planning on killing her. It wasn't no gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna let her win. No, he was planning on killing her before he was stopped. Don't forget, it took who was it? It was Kakashi, Mike Guy, and no. It was Mike Guy. It was what's her name? That lady. What is her name? The useless leader of Team Hinata. Who was it? Kornai. Kornai, and it also took the Proctor exam guy. It took all three of them to pretty much hold Neji back for delivering the final blow to Hinata. It was awesome. Not only that, but it helped also progress the next fight in the future fight, quite honestly, in Naruto versus Neji. And if I'm taking a look at my list, I don't think they on my list. Oh yeah, it is. Whoa. And it helped produce the Neji versus Naruto fight that we all wanted to see because he's like, Naruto's like, man, you jacked up. He said, you know what? I'm gonna get that lick back because you did that to Hinata. He's like, hey, you're a loser. She's a loser. This is what she gets. Your destiny's already set for you to be a failure in life. You're not better than me. You're not. And so it's a perfect setup. So it's like in the wrestling terms, it's like the perfect heel turn to build up this heel for the babyface to overcome in the future. It's perfect. I loved it. Definitely loved it. I love the details. I love the action part of it. It's like you listen to it. It's like slap boxing. Also, you hear the smack. Definitely enjoyed that. Um, I think after that, I think like Neji, he kept. I think the problem with these two characters, Neji continued to get better, and Hinata, they just pretty much forced her to get better. They didn't have a natural progression for her. Like after this, she kind of like stayed the same for a while. And there is some when you watch the show, there are episodes to where you're thinking that, oh yeah, well she started doing this. Those are fillers. I'm sad to tell you, but those are fillers. So it is what it is. Love this show. Love this show. Of course, love the show. Love the show. Love the fighting. But that's it. That's the end of this. That's the end of this review. But y'all let me know down in the comment section. What do you thought of this fight? Should it be high rank? Should it be ranked higher, lower, whatever? Did you put something up? Well, I got 9 other fights ahead of that. But y'all let me know down in the comment section what you think of this. Like, comment, subscribe, share everywhere, and of course, expect more videos. They're coming soon. Until then, peace.